Okay, so we're IndieByte. This is our second week of Tranzfuser, and as you can see, there's more of us this week.
All of us. We're now 100%.
Yes, we are.
14.
100% of IndieByte again. So we're going to do a little bit of two at a time, I think, to make us all fit into the camera properly.
That makes sense, yeah.
And then we can talk about what we've been up to this week and what we're going to do next week.
Okay, so I'm Dalton, this is Ashley. We're both the programmers for IndieByte. So this week I've been putting pickups into the runner scene. So as you're controlling your boat, there'll be power-ups that you can collect, and then you can use them in the boss scene to help you defeat the boss.
So this week I have done stuff for the upgrades. You can now spend your resources that you will earn buying some upgrades. We added in some daily rewards so that we're going to reward players for going back in consecutive days with some different chests and resources and some premium currency. Done some particle stuff for the runner scene, for the water spray on the back of the boat. We changed everything to saved and loaded.
Yeah.
Made it a bit more secure.
So we was using player prefs before, but now we're serialising.
Yeah.
Which is a lot more secure. I've also added a camera pan, so when you're switching the cannons, the camera doesn't just suddenly jump to the cannon that you've switched to. It pans nice and slowly. This is so it helps the player understand that they have switched cannons, because before, obviously you got the same cannon and it wasn't that clear that you actually switched cannons because the view looked very similar. So now you can actually physically see the camera moving along the boat and being in front of a different cannon. I don't know if you remember from last week, but we had an issue with our shader that creates the water effect in our game. Basically, it's not visible on some Android phones. Darren's phone is fine. On our Android phones that we got, you just can't see it. iOS is fine. So yeah, we was trying to fix that this week. Next week you'll be able to hopefully follow that up and and get that working. If we can't get that working next week, we might have to look at alternatives. So this is the game without any water. You can see the shader's not working. This is what I've been doing this week. So you can swipe to switch cannon, and then the camera will pan. So it's just a bit more visual feedback to the player, makes it more obvious that the camera is actually, you're actually switching cannon. And you can swipe to shoot. So now the controls and most of the mechanics are working. Going forward, the controls need tweaking, so that the values of like the swipe distance and the swipe speed, that controls the amount of power that your cannon shots have. Currently it's very easy to hit the boss, and we want it to be a bit challenging, so going forward that's something I'm going to be tweaking the values of, balancing how easy it is to hit the boss.
Overall, I think things are going well, we're on track.
Yeah, no big issues.
No, I think apart from the water that was mentioned,
yeah,
I don't think we've got anything that's an urgent, needs to be done, or problems.
Yeah.
So,
no one's died.
No, we're all still here.
Looking forward to getting the game more polished.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
And the exploration scene, getting that implemented, that will really bring a lot more to the game.
I'm Darren.
I'm Ryan.
I'm project manager for the most part. This week I have been making some 3D models for new ships, new designs, procuring sounds, liaising with our contributors, Andy and Courtney. Andy's our sound guy, and Courtney is another one of our modelers. Ryan, what have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Well, recently I've been trying to create some obstacles for our game. So I've been modelling some, different islands and different geometry just to, sort of break up the gameplay, rather than just having the same asset over and over again.
Yeah, currently we've got a play test.
Visually a bit more interesting,
Yeah, we've got a current play testy build that's just one object that you're avoiding.
Yeah.
It's rubbish, it's boring. So
yeah.
Nice
just something to break up mold a bit,
Yeah, exactly. We've also got now a bit of script and a bit of stuff that breaks up the objects as you hit them,
Okay.
So now we've got some proper objects to work with. We're
Right.
applying it to Ryan's new models. They're very nice. They're very good.
Thank you.
We've also had chats and played around with different textures, different things we can use to add more variety and more options for our unlocks, for our cosmetics more specifically. Because the way that the current skins work is you can't have multi-sub object
Yeah.
materials. You have
Exactly.
you have to have singular standard materials. So while I textured everything multi-sub objects as I would normally,
Yeah.
I had to go back and change all that. So that's now, but in doing that, it's made it a lot easier to very quickly change out everything. So yeah, we're speeding up with our processes every single day. And now you're fully on board now as well, which
Yeah.
helps.
That's
always good.
should push things along, hopefully.
Yeah, get a lot more beautiful things in our game.
Yeah, exactly.
Ash has been tasked with working out all of the exploration side of stuff. He's done a large amount of work on it already.
Okay.
He's going to be implementing that stages at a time. We've got 4 weeks until we want the exploration stage to a point of MVP. So that will involve having the fog of war covering the map, randomly spawned locations within the map for you to go to side quests, side encounters.
Yeah.
Side encounters.
I think
is
that's a fair way.
good way of
But
putting it. Yeah. Additional optional encounters. We'll have the other bits and bobs in there, such as the final destination that progresses you onto the next zone. We've also got bug fixing and testing to go through, which is something we've already been making a secondary list for. I'm also going to be focusing on updating our design documents, making sure everything's clear, making sure everyone knows what's going on.
I'd definitely like to have a look at the current ship models.
The textures on them aren't great because I didn't use a proper colour palette.
Yeah, and
we're going to be establishing
sort of
on colour schemes now.
the colour,
as well.
yeah, the art style we're going with,
Yeah.
the consistent colours sort of art style. I think we could maybe take a look at the textures we've done for the boat.
Yeah.
Maybe see if we can make it more suitable for our art style we've got implemented at the moment.
Definitely, yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree. Some other stuff we've got planned is, you've got to make islands still, haven't you?
Yes, yeah.
Something you didn't make last
Yeah.
week. Naughty. Yeah, we're going to make specific islands
Yeah.
so that we can have more interesting destinations.
Yeah.
More chests, prettier chests, so you can easily tell which type of chest you've unlocked. So we have different rarity levels, different types. So one's for pets, one's for cosmetics, one's for resources, ugly ones, pretty ones,
Yeah.
expensive ones. You're also going to be modelling the resources, so we can have actual resources to collect.
Mhm.
That's good.
So what does that include? Is that's the coins?
That's coins. Yeah, so that includes coins. Whatever we decide we're going to use as resources, be it hats, swords,
Right,
rum.
yeah. That'd be a lot of
That's
fun.
still up in the air because we all argue over what pirates want.
It's a fun design process, I guess. Yeah, so we were recently discussing implementing some artifacts into the game. So maybe, I don't know, some sort of, not necessarily historic, but related to mythical.
We want mythical stuff
Yeah.
in there, don't we? So we want
Said that.
tridents and various other bits and bobs.
Or related to pirates and sea, sort of.
We're going to work in some lore. Not story. We don't want to go down the narrative path.
Yeah.
Purely because if you can't do a narrative well, there's no point in putting it in the first place, and none of us are writers. If that changes in the next 8 weeks, we'll readdress the situation. So that's this week for IndieByte. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye!
Say bye, Ash.
Moving.
My name is Jeff.
Do that, Darren. Pull it. Gameplay. Hey,